The truth is heart attacks are not like you see in the movies. And the symptoms experienced by women are often different from the symptoms experienced by men. In 40 years of cardiology, I've treated hundreds of women who realized too late that the common everyday symptoms they were ignoring were actually the signs of a heart attack. So today, I'm showing you the 7 quiet signs your body may be using to scream for help. And one mistake that can turn a heart attack into a tragedy. Let's start with number 7. To understand these first symptoms, I want to tell you about my patient Susan, who was struggling with simple everyday tasks but couldn't explain why. Now, it goes without saying, as we age, we get more tired. We don't have the energy we had when you were a lot younger. But the trick is learning to understand when tiredness has become something more, because shortly before Susan's heart attack, she was beginning to find simple tasks extremely tiring. I'm not talking about regular tiring. I'm talking about a crushing weakness. Carrying a bag of groceries to the kitchen meant she needed to sit down. Chasing her grandchildren would put her out for the rest of the day. Walking up the stairs left her gasping for breath. And the key is Susan experienced this weakness not just days, even weeks before the heart attack actually happened. Because under the surface, your heart may be struggling to pump, and your body starts stealing energy from your muscles. So if you feel wasted for no clear reason, your heart may be asking for help. And don't blame it on your age either. Number 6, this one is tricky because heart attacks in women do not always start in the chest. Sometimes it feels just like a stomach ache, bad indigestion, heartburn. You may think, maybe it was something I ate, and you take a Tums and you wait. But here is the key. If that stomach problem comes out suddenly, do not treat it like a normal stomach ache, because sometimes the stomach problem is not coming from your stomach at all. It may be your heart. Shortness of breath is one of the most important warning signs, especially when it comes out of the blue. You might say, I'm only walking to the mailbox, or even just sitting still, and suddenly I can catch my breath. So you blame this on being out of shape or getting older or just having a busy day. But if you feel like you just ran a race while you went to the mailbox or just sitting on the couch, that is a massive red flag. Your heart may be struggling to get oxygen. And number 4, have you ever suddenly broken out in cold sweat for no clear reason? Not because you were exercising, not because the room was hot, not because you were nervous. I'm talking about a sudden sweat that feels different. Your skin feels cold, wet, and clammy. And you may never connect this to your heart. You think, maybe I'm getting sick. I just got the flu, or I have a hot flash. But hot flashes usually feels warm. A heart attack sweat feels cold and clammy and wrong. If you are soaking through your shirt while sitting still, that is a red flag. Your body is in emergency mode. Number 3, this one is also difficult because a heart attack does not always feel like a crushing chest pain. And especially in women, the signs can be much more quiet, subtle. You may feel a dull ache or tightness or a burning feeling in your neck, in your jaw, the shoulders, in your back. It can even travel down your arms, usually the left, but could be on the right arm as well. This is where you get fooled. You think, I just slept wrong. Oh, it's my arthritis, or I must have pulled a muscle. But here's the red flag. If that ache starts when you are moving with activity, walking or carrying groceries, and if it goes away when you sit down with rest, that may be your heart. And your heart may be trying to tell you it is not getting enough blood. Don't wait for it to become real chest pain. Any new pain between your belly button and your jaw could be a warning sign of a heart attack. Here's number 2, lightheadedness. If suddenly you feel dizzy, faint, you may say, I feel like I'm going to pass out. I feel weak and shaky. I need to sit down right now. This can happen when the heart is not pumping enough blood to your brain. And here is the immediate danger. If you pass out while standing, walking, you can fall and hit your head. And God forbid, if you're driving, you will have serious accident. So if you suddenly feel lightheaded, like you're going to faint, sit down, even if that means getting down on the floor. You do not want to turn one emergency into two. And finally, here's number one, the chest weight. This is important because I don't want you to leave this video thinking that women never get chest symptoms. They do. In fact, chest discomfort is still the most common sign of a heart attack in women. But here's the problem. It may not feel like dramatic crushing chest pain you see in the movies. It might not be a crushing feeling at all. Instead, it may feel like pressure, tightness, heaviness, like something sitting on your chest. And some women may even say, well, it's not really pain. It was just an uncomfortable pressure. So if you feel a new pressure or heaviness that lasts more than a few minutes, if it goes away and comes back, take it seriously. And do not try to diagnose yourself, and do not wait to see if it passes. A heart attack isn't always a scream. Sometimes it whispers. And if you want to learn the warning signs that your heart may be in trouble, watch my video, 7 warning signs your heart is about to stop. I'll put a link above and on the description. What to do if you suspect a heart attack. Now, here is the part I need you to remember. If you think you may be having a heart attack, do not tell yourself, let me wait and see, maybe you will go away. Do not blame it on your stress, reflux, or getting older. Use the calm method. C for call 911 first. Your family could be called number 2. A for aspirin. If you're not allergic to aspirin, you may put an aspirin under your tongue. L for sitting down and lean back. M for monitor. If you have people around you, one person needs to stay with you until help arrives. But if you are alone, and lock the front door. You don't want the paramedics wasting precious time trying to get into your house. Then sit down and keep your phone nearby and breathe slowly while help is on the way. And if you have nitroglycerin prescribed specifically for you, you can put 1 pill under your tongue and wait 5 minutes. You're still having pain, put a second one. But listen carefully. Do not delay calling 911 so you look around for pills. So this is not time to be brave. This is not the time to be embarrassed. This is not time to say, well, I don't want to bother people around me. A false alarm is better than a funeral. And please hear me clear. Do not drive yourself to the hospital. Do not have a family member drive you or your neighbor. Because if your heart attack turns into cardiac arrest, they are not going to save you. Paramedics could. Remember, an ambulance is not just a ride. It's treatment on wheels. Paramedics will start treatment before you reach the hospital. Inform them that you're coming so they will be ready for you, especially if a heart attack happens in the middle of the night. So the most dangerous mistake is not being wrong. The most dangerous mistake is waiting too long. And you want to learn exactly what to do before help arrives. Watch this video, heart attack, what to do in the first 3 minutes of a heart attack. Remember, your health, you must preach, as I said. Take control. See you next video.